It's time for a little Funky Friday. From their funky hidden headquarters, your hosts, Keith and Gary. Not Jerry.
Yeah, I like that intro. Yeah. That's really nice. Welcome to another happy Friday. It's TGIF with Pop Culture Minefield. I am here with some friends, and what the fuck was that? Somebody got an echo? What's going on here? Hold on, I gotta drop out here, and let's see who's. Is that coming from you, Keiran? Boom, boom, boom. I think it is you, Keiran. No problem, mate. It's good. I'm glad you're here, mate. So, yeah, cat's out of the bag. Keiran's here. It's TGIF. Hello. Welcome. Happy Friday. Oh, your volume. Let me make sure your volume's up. Hold on. Okay. Edit mic settings. Yeah, we're getting really bad feedback on yours, buddy.
Am I?
Yeah, I hear me better than I hear you.
Huh. I hear you better. I let me log off and log back on.
Alrighty. We'll wait for you to get back. All right. So Keiran will be rejoining us here in a second. I'm just so glad he can join us because like he bought that camera and mic just to join Pop Culture Minefield, and it took a year for him to finally be able to join us. Oh, there he is.
Hey, is that better?
Yeah,
oh, that's much better.
Wow. Yeah, but now you have an English accent. What's up with that, man? Always glad when you're here, buddy. I was just telling everybody that like last year you bought the camera and everything so you could join us, and then it took a year for you to be on the show.
Well, things have been crazy.
I know, man. I love what you're doing over at Geekosity, and it looks like you did a lot of shit this week. Yeah, a lot going on in January. I opened all the articles. Let's see. Let's start here. You were involved with the Jared Leto to jumpstart development for Disneytron 3, which is one of them I want to talk about. I actually want to talk about all these. The Batman director sounds doubtful about Condiment King facing Robert Pattinson. What? This one I like. Tom Welling open to continuing Smallville, which I think would be good. I actually enjoyed that show, even though it's not comic book accurate at all. I like the show. I like the cast. I got a feeling one of the members of the cast won't be back. A little blonde bird. I forget her name. She got in trouble. And then, of course, you got the Black Panther Wakanda Forever's original script paved the way for Storm. I like that. Jessica Jones reboot with Kristen Ritter rumored to begin filming next year. I will watch it if they stop being sexist and start saying they'll only hire people of one gender. That's stupid. I support women, but not like that. That's just not. It's just not the way to do it. It just sounds funky when you say something like that. Netflix becomes key in restoring the Snyderverse movement. That's very interesting. And then, of course, Ezra Miller faces no jail time, but Flash future is uncertain. And then, of course, the last one, which we all suspected, and this is again written by you, that Mike Coulter suggests that his Luke Cage days are done, which I suspected because he's got a hit now series, and he's on another one too. So it's like I don't know if he can do that. That's a lot of juggling for one actor.
Yep.
So let's tackle that one first. Can we get into that one? You want to get into that one first? Alrighty. But before we do, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hey, motherfuckers! Welcome to the show. Keith's not here, so somebody had to do a black guy voice. Anyway, Anima Confusa, love of my life, welcome. Penny, Dork Knight's mother, is here. Monkey Jeebus, Bill Barkley from the Southlands of Scotland. That means like, I think they're the white trash of Scotland. Is that right? I'm just fucking with him. Come on, Keiran, join me in the mocking of South Scotland.
Oh my God.
The wee lands of Scotland. We love you, Bill.
We have a
You're a
super
good
chat.
guy. Dragon Ruse is here, and of course, our good friend Parrothead is here. Christian Delorme, wonderful to see you. Good on you. Canadian $5. It's not great money, but it spins. Canadian money.
It smells like maple syrup.
I'm gonna fucking make you laugh, Keiran. Fuck you. I will make you laugh today. You're gonna laugh. Christian says the 3 biggest lies in the world. My girlfriend is better looking. The e-transfer has been sent. I won't joy in your mouth. That is so messed up, Christian.
Just to be clear,
so Canadian of you not.
That's actually common talk in England, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, England has different words for things. It's like here in the United States, you say fanny, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. You walk over there and you'll make a woman blush if you say that out loud, because it doesn't mean the soft tushy. It means their vagina.
Yeah.
Hey, Fat Steven joined us. What's up, buddy?
I didn't know you started an hour early.
Yeah, you didn't get the note. I sent it out that all shows for the weekend are 1 Central Time.
Oh,
I think
it's all for KGRA.
No.
And I figured we'd start doing that. Starting 2 weeks ago. I think we started 2 weeks ago. So yes, Christian Delorme, thank you very much.
I'm ready.
And let's see, what's a good video for Christian?
French one. He's French. What I'm saying.
Oh, wait, I've got one. This one I haven't played in a while.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Wow. So it's Friday. It's the end of the week. I am absolutely
pasty.
I drank like 8 cups of coffee, so I'm wired right now.
Really?
And yeah, even Anima noticed it when we were having our quick video chat. I'm like, I'm wired for sound right now. So, but Keith's not going to be here. Got family stuff going on. It's kind of sad because, the show lacks color, when he's not here, and it sucks. Although, when it's necessary, I can do not Keith, which I was willing to do this morning when he was late to his own show. And yeah, he was late to his own show. He showed up last minute, so I was prepared to go on camera going, yeah, what's up? My name is Keith. I am not Keith. That is my not Keith. Digital blackface. You ever wonder what virtual blackface is? Yeah, there you go. That's it, Keiran. Yeah, fuck you, Keiran. I'm going to fucking make you laugh some more during the show. I swear to God, it's going to happen.
Did anyone else just hear the more you know play in their head for no reason?
The more you... Oh, we have that. There you go.
No, I kept waiting for a certain pop-up with Keith on it to show up.
Oh, the racist one? No, Martin's not doing his job today. Martin. Oh, fuck you, Martin. He left. He's on Venezuelan time. Technically, I found out that he's on Black Eye time too. Martin is half. Is that right, Martin?
What?
Or a quarter?
Quarter.
Because your dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Did he go, now? Is he from Venezuela or is he from America? We didn't get to finish it.
Venezuela, man. Dude.
Yeah, I told you I've had friends from Venezuela before. One of my friends, his last name was Chinove, and he was a really good guy, great artist. And but I have a friend from Argentina, And I don't know why, when I first met him through work, we did it virtually by phone, actually. I just pictured this little tiny, dark-skinned South American. I meet this guy. He's 6'7", blonde-haired, blue-eyed. And the first thing that came out of my mouth when I met him was, "You've got some Nazi in you, don't you?" He started laughing, and and then it really hit me. He talked a bit like this. "Yeah, don't you know? I'm from South America. Yeah." I'm like, holy crap. Christian Delorme, another Canadian $5 because you laughed. How did you know your wife passed away? Triple X is the same, but the dishes keep piling up on the counter. Oh, that's gross. That's so gross. Christian, you're a scary motherfucker. But thank you for your Canadian $5. For that one, what video shall we play on that one? This one.
How dare you!
So, it feels like it's not a complete show without Keith. I always feel weird when he's not here. Also with you, Stephen, if you're not here, I get thrown by that. But I'm glad you're here. It's a lot less weird for me. But
you said that, not a whole lot less white, because that would be definitely a lie.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And by the way, if you didn't know this, Keiran, Fat Stephen is Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget where do you live up there? Toronto?
I never told you.
Quebec.
Don't dox yourself, Fat. Don't dox yourself.
Yeah,
I live
whatever you do, don't tell
Gary
what city or province you live in.
Okay, I live
not like millions of fucking people.
All right, Gary, I live in the place you don't remember.
Yeah, I never remember because there's so many.
That's the point.
Alberta is the only one that I ever remember because Brian moved there, and a couple of other of our mutual friends live there in Alberta. But I can't remember what city you live in. I really can't, or province. I've just forgot.
Alberta's the redneck capital of Canada.
It is. It is the gun-owning capital of Canada. It is. It really is. Almost all the gun ownership is in Alberta. That's the part of Canada where they're like, yeah, fuck you, Trudeau, fuck you.
That's all of Canada. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not British Columbia. British Columbia
isn't part of Canada. It's more part of the U.S. because you're both nuts. No offense. California.
I'll nut on you.
Hey. You already did that with your coffee earlier in your video. You were going down that road. I had to change the word.
I know.
To my American friends, you're not all nuts, just the California side.
Yeah, they're pretty fucked.
Yeah.
But how are you doing, Steve? How are you doing, buddy?
I'm busy with work.
Yeah, I know. Tell everybody who you're working with now.
For those that don't know, I am the guy who handles all the thumbnails for Valiant Renegade. It's been like that, I think, almost a year now, half a year now. But I'm also now the guy who handles all the thumbnails for that park place. So I'm the one who's doing all of their artwork, their channel art, their logos, and everything else.
Yeah, that's WD
Pro. WDW Pro. Yes.
Yeah. And for those who didn't make the connection. So that's fantastic, man. I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you. And I part of that pride is that I have a little part of that in pushing you as a graphic artist.
You did drive me away to them. Yes, that is true.
I drove you away.
Yeah.
I pushed you away.
No.
Christian Delorme again with another Canadian $5. I'm only scary because I'm a trucker, but I don't have the right to kill.
Yet.
I don't, if, you kill bugs every day, I guarantee you as a trucker. I remember my dad asked me this question when a bug hit our windshield. He goes, what do you think the last thing that went through that bug's brain when it hit that windshield? And I'm like, I don't know what. And he goes, it's ass.
You're talking about a relative of mine,
Oh, that's right. You're a bug. You're a Keiran Bugg. Us with two G's, mate. That makes it better. It's more buggy. And that's right. We should call it that. If something's a really well-written article, we should refer to that as being very buggy.
That was my brother's nickname back in high school.
I'm not surprised. I would have had fun. I would have probably called you Buggy if we were friends in school. But let's get into this article. I want to get into this. And John's here, by the way. John moved, so I know you're here. There you go. Okay, you're here.
Sorry, Karen. Gary has a
question.
What?
The thank you video for.
Oh
Christian.
shit!
Hey, here's your free cup of.
Hello. Hey, Brian, it's me. I got a question for you. Herbert and I are playing categories. Would you count NyQuil as a beverage? No, right?
No.
Yeah, not gonna fly, old man. Thanks, Brian.
Oh, that is bullshit.
And Christian gave us another super chat.
Oh
Thank
god
you
damn!
again.
Oh, giving him all the money. Don't do that. Don't do
that. Thank you so much again. Stephen lives in the city. The White House is white. What? What does that mean? Am I not getting that? Stephen lives in the city. The White House is white. What does that mean, Stephen?
I'm just going to make it awkward because I love the dumbfounded look on your face right now.
No, I really don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't know. You ever think he maybe just wrote it to confuse you?
I don't know. I thought maybe it's something I wasn't aware of because, I'm not Canadian.
They don't deserve Burrito Boys, Christian. They don't deserve Burrito Boys.
Okay, so Christian Delorme, I don't understand your fucking joke, but for that one, you get this one.
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man? Where's the money?
It's so brutal.
There's another one too.
God damn it, Christian.
Stop giving him money.
Get on with the show. Hey, Steven, tell these Yanks about Burrito Boys.
They don't deserve Burrito Boys. But if you're in
that
Canada,
is with a Canadian $5. And for that one, you're going to get this classic.
You're squinting like you need glasses. Well, what do you... Look at me.
What?
What I'm thinking is, you're mine. I fucking own you. But what I'm not doing is feeling one way or another about it. You see, you're not a person to me. You're an entry in my book. That's all. You're just a guy who owes me money.
There you go. I like money quotes from movies. And Christian, if you do any more, they're going to wait because I want to get through this stuff with Keiran. Let's get
sorry,
this
Keiran.
window open
No,
here.
it's fine.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it.
There we go. So we've got this article. Mike Coulter suggests his Luke Cage days are over. Let's get into this, Keiran. What's going on, buddy?
Weren't they over with the Defenders?
He did a second season after the Defenders.
Yeah.
I just meant Defenders was bad.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I enjoyed it. Finn was a weak character. That's the problem. Finn's a weak character. He wants to come back, but I don't think they're going to bring him back. I really don't, because he was not liked by the fans.
He didn't seem like he committed enough for the role.
Yeah, it was like I heard that he refused to do the training.
I'm hearing reports on that.
Yep. And one of the main resources we have on that was Mikey Sutton that kind of let that slip that was one of the things that was a problem with Finn. And it's like, look, man, when you've got a budget that's more than the Badlands on AMC and your fight scenes are nowhere near as good as the Badlands, you've wasted your money if your show is a martial arts show.
Yep.
And the fighting on his series was just terrible. I hated the fight scenes in that. The best fight scenes, absolutely, even though there was some good stuff with Luke Cage, the best stuff still is either Punisher or Daredevil. Great freaking fight scenes.
What is that?
It's an echo on Kieran's side. So let's go ahead and get into this, Keiran. So what's going on, buddy?
Right. So, as you can see, Mike Coulter, he's had a new film come out with Gerard Butler. And as expected, someone asked him about Luke Cage because we've had Charlie Cox, Daredevil, and so people are wondering if he'll follow him if he'll return as Luke Cage in the future. And he gave kind of a cryptic answer, I should say, because he's made it sound like he shut the door on it, but he's not completely shut the door. He's left a little doorstop in there in case Kevin Feige could just poke his head in.
Well, do you think it's going to be also about money?
Mm-hmm.
Quite possibly. It might be a negotiation strategy.
I think it is.
Are you saying the crack in the door is just big enough for an envelope for a lot of $100 bills? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Pretty much.
It could be.
All right.
Or the door's completely shut and he's waiting for someone to slide that envelope underneath.
Underneath it, right.
Yeah, a sack of coins kind of be problematic because, you want to do it quietly.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going on with that. And of course, if you want to read these articles by Keiran, just simply go up to geekositymag.com. Martin, feel free to share it in the chat for people to go check out this. If you're not subbed to them, you should be. It is absolutely outside of Film Threat is the only good entertainment magazine going, in my opinion. Because I love Film Threat and I love Geekosity Mag. So, yeah, you can say thank you anytime, Keiran.
Cheers. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
You are. I consider you one of the best writers he brought in.
Thanks,
on
man.
that magazine.
Not even 20 minutes in, and you already put lipstick on his ass. What is this?
Keiran knows I love him. He knows he's just one of my favorite people.
Do well.
Keiran,
you creep me up, Barry. Stop it. Stop.
Do you prefer the left or the right
Stop
cheek?
it, Barry. Stop. Thank you, Martin, for putting it out. Let's go to the next one because this one's interesting, and I really do find this one interesting. Is Jared Leto to jumpstart development for Disney's Tron 3? So what's going on with this?
Well, the story broke last night per Deadline. They said that they've got a director in mind, and he's in serious negotiations with Disney, and it's the same man who made the sequel to Maleficent starring Angelina Jolie and the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean film, Dead Men Tell No Tales. So
you're not really selling me on this director there, Keiran.
No, so far it's not exciting me.
Yeah, but the true nail in the
Maleficent, and I kind of stopped watching the Pirates after the second.
I love the first three Pirate films. The fourth and fifth one. I love the third one. It's probably my favorite.
Which one is that one? Maybe I did see it. Oh wait, that's the Spanish actor, right?
No,
the Spaniard.
That's the fifth.
Nope,
that's the fifth one.
That's Highlander.
Yeah, that's the fifth one.
That's Highlander. Shut up, Steven.
Islanders of the Caribbean.
But so, what are they saying at Deadline? They're saying that this is moving forward, it's happening, or that it has potential.
Nothing signed yet with this director, but he's in final negotiations with Disney. But it will be a direct sequel to the 2010 sequel, Tron Legacy.
Are they going to approach
the only problem I had with that movie was just God.
Don't even
the
say
Jeff
it.
Bridges CG on his face. It
was 2010. Horrible. Let's look at it this way. As long as they bring in Daft Punk again and they run with the same type of soundtrack they did with Daft Punk,
great soundtrack.
The competition afterwards.
The film's good. The film is good, and I also liked Cameron Pash's series that he worked on, the Tron.
Evolution.
What was the name of I forgot the name of the animated series.
Evolution. Was it
Evolution?
Tron Evolution. Yeah.
Well, you also have to look at the way the second one ended. We're looking at the fact that we got Finn's son and a program living outside in the real world again.
Yeah,
right?
She came out.
So that's actually a binary code. Yeah, your back door. But it can't be. It was perfect.
See right there.
I'm wondering how
Pirates of Gary's back door right there. See. Keep going, Steve.
I would just call it the Pirates of the Bare Ass Bean. Okay.
I think they get back together again for a soundtrack. I love Daft Punk. I love their music.
Money talks.
Do you like their music, Kieran?
I've honestly never heard it.
You,
Yep.
It will either be them or Butch.
That is my surprise face.
I've not a Tron movie.
It's also his
before,
constipated face.
No, that's this one.
Wait, you've never seen a Tron movie?
Nope. It's
Oh
on my
my-
watch.
All right. Seriously, if you can tonight with the misses, honestly, do the first one and do the second one, and you'll and listen to the music and the way the imagery is delivered, and you can see the jump and the similarities. And I enjoy it. I'm a Tron fan. Like those two movies are one of my favorite. It's not just because of the music, so it is a good time to go.
No, I agree. I'm a
knew
big
there
Tron
was
fan
something
too.
really-
Yeah, and then
like
go into Velma when you want to have a divorce.
That is another show we should just probably never ever mention again. Don't even talk about it. So that's exciting. I think that'll be really cool if we get that. The next one is this little baby. The Batman director sounds doubtful about Condiment King facing Robert Pattinson. I almost like, was this even, are you being cheeky?
No,
with this article?
no. Matt Reeves actually was asked about the Condiment King because of Robert Pattinson. He's actually expressed a desire to have the weirdo. I don't know what to call that character, to be honest. Just a joke, but to have the Condiment King show up in like the next sequel or one of the other future sequels, but he wants to fight the Condiment King, and
He needs to
It's
stop
just so
talking.
idiotic on so many levels. It's like, what the fuck? Was he high when he said that?
well, given that James Gunn is now in charge, I wouldn't see it as much as a surprise.
I know. Now, how did you feel about that? Because my reaction to James Gunn being in charge made me go, What was yours?
Honestly, I was a bit half and half because to me, the Suicide Squad, it weren't nothing special, if you know what I mean. But I've always held James Gunn in high regard because before Guardians of the Galaxy, when I first heard about the film, I was like, really? A film about a talking raccoon and a talking tree? I just thought, no, that's not going to work. But I went to the movies, I saw it, and it's now one of my all-time favorites. So he literally...
That's fantastic, dude. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, I
by
snuck
the
in
way,
the back door.
Carl, Cal is Kingsport Cal on Uprising is the animated series.
Oh,
Evolution was the horrible
she missed
game.
the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for
yeah.
disturbing my nap. You're welcome, Cal. You are so welcome.
I had to jump
Hi,
in.
hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing?
Good. I wanted to share a little fun piece of trivia with you. Tron Legacy. You know how we like Tulsa King? We're going to be talking about it soon.
Tomorrow.
The bartender, it was the son. The dude that's the bartender.
That's right.
Yeah, doesn't that blow your mind?
I kept trying to figure out where I knew him from. And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is. It's his son, Flint's son.
The more you know.
Yeah, hold on. I'll play that for us. Where is it at?
Hey, Anima.
Where is it at? Yeah, once again, Kieran, Danny is not just the Dark Knight and does the wrestling show on Sundays. I owe him the rest of my life for introducing me to the woman I fell in love with.
Oh, that was sweet.
Real sweet.
What was that?
That's Steven.
Oh, Steven's here? Steve,
No,
buddy.
no, it's some other dude in an avatar above you. No, I'm not really here. No.
So Condiment King is just a terrible idea, period.
No. Hi, Danny.
Now,
Hey, man,
this
we got to
one
get together
I
after the
actually
show.
think would be an interesting idea, Kieran, and I'm curious, where do you think this is going? You think it's going to happen? Because I would like to see them bring Smallville back. It was a nice superhero soap opera.
Honestly, it's all depending on which way the wind blows, really. Obviously,
With James
it's
Gunn.
got... Exactly.
It's like a fart in the wind.
I mean, there's a possibility, definitely, because Smallville is one of those DC properties that has a very strong fan following. So, and also it's unlike the Snyderverse, it's something that Warner Brothers doesn't constantly shit on and that didn't exist.
Can I ask you a question with this too, though? Like, there's something I find that might not work. You might be open to it, but it would just throw another Superman into the mix, and everyone's already dealing with Superman trauma in general. It would just randomize the pool and get more of the normal base confused, and then the Snyderites would be out, and then you'd have all the Smallville-ites come in, and it would just be another nightmare. I think it'd be good, but the way.
Dude, the way you just described that already hurt my brain. Just
but we're getting out of that.
People are
trauma.
looking for a physical manifestation of, in a human form, of what cocaine is. Its name is Fat Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Is that the dude from RRR? Is that what your avatar is?
No, it's an AI art. I'm just screwing around with it for fun.
Oh, okay.
But there's too many. I think there'd be too many Supermans in the pool. It'd be great, but we've also seen the track record with CW and their activist writing. Lack of writing.
Going. They're going to be bringing back some stuff. They're going to be.
I thought they were
trying to revamp CW and rebrand it because under Berlanti, it's just been crap. Viewership has been garbage.
I thought
they need to get the numbers up.
I thought CW as a whole was gone. Is that not a thing anymore?
Once again, they're going to be. It's gone by name. They're going to be rebranding it, dude. They're not going to let it go completely. They're going to have HBO Plus is going to have a specific thing, and that's going to be what it is.
You mean HBO Max?
I did have a question.
That's why you can watch Superman and Lois on both CW and over on HBO.
Okay, here
because HBO. We said it. Keith and I said this early on. That's not CW money. That's HBO Max money that made Superman and Lois.
Okay. I have a sorry.
Mikey Sutton pretty much confirmed that for Keith and I. When we
Dear God, man, let Steven talk.
It's like he's pausing up. He's like Kirk pausing. I love it.
Yeah, right.
Now the question. This is a question to get to the panel, but also to you, Karen. Let's say screw the Smallville stuff, but keep the cast. Why don't they just take Lois and Smallville Clark and just revamp Lois and Clark with a Smallville cast?
How dare you?
I don't even understand
That's
that
kind
question.
of what they
You
did.
take the cast of Smallville, but you then revamp a new version of Lois and Clark. That way, we now get to see him as
With
Superman
that
working
cast.
for the Daily Planet.
They'll never do that.
Why not?
They'll never do that. It'll never happen.
I think that's failed.
Yeah, I have to make a confession, guys. I've never seen a single second of Smallville.
It's okay.
I got to tell you, for part of it, I enjoyed the crap out of it. It was once he moved to the city that I had a problem.
Look, I'm not saying I haven't watched it because I think it sucks or what. I just I don't know if it was my age or the time of my life. I was just I was a single dad at the time, I believe. Where I was just raising my son, so I just didn't have time. I think, but my cousin loves it. Like he owns the box set. It's got like some ridiculous 10 or 12 seasons or something, right?
Except for that Aquaman.
Yeah, I quit watching when Rosenbaum left because he was the best part of the show.
Now I'm familiar with him because of his podcast.
My favorite part of the show.
He was Lex, right?
Yeah, he's got a great podcast. I don't know if you guys watch it. It's really good.
Oh, I love it.
What does he call it? Inside You?
Yeah.
With Mike Rosenbaum. Mike Rosenbaum.
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious title. Inside You with Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
He has great interviews.
He's had the guy that played. Oh God, his name's escaping me. Arrow. What's his name?
Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell. He's had Stephen Amell on there like 3 or 4 times. He just had him on fairly recent. I just watched the most recent episode with him.
He just had a recent episode that had both Jason Patrick and Kiefer Sutherland on together.
Oh my God!
It was really good.
Listen, Gary, you have super jazz.
Yeah, I told him we would get to that. I want to get through this stuff with Kieran. I'm not missing it. I said I'm going to skip over it because I want to focus
before I got here. Sorry.
Right before, when we get to the top of the hour, because there's a lot of stuff to get through here with Kieran. The next one is wait a second. Still a question. So where do you think they're at with this, and what do you think is going on with the future of what will replace the CW?
Oh, that's anyone's guess at the minute. I mean, the whole situation is in complete disarray. I mean, right now it's literally just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks.
So,
Which sounds like a party at Greg Berlanti's on the weekend.
I apologize. Your name is Keiran, sir?
Yes.
Keiran? Is that right? Okay. So you look a little short.
Yeah, don't bug out about it.
You might not remember this, but didn't the same thing happen with UPN about 20 years ago? You guys don't remember that? That's what led to the cancellation of Enterprise, because UPN and the WB merged to create CW.
I honestly have no knowledge of that. My knowledge is kind of...
Yeah, he was a baby when that happened.
Are you my son's age? I bet you're my son's age. You 24?
I'm 24.
Yeah,
holy shit, you're my son's age! I love it!
1 year older than my daughter, Zoe.
My son was born in on Friday the 13th, in November, Friday the 13th, 1998. And then his mom left us like in 2000. So it was just he and I until I remarried in like, I can't remember what it was, like 2005 or 6, something like that. So there was a good chunk of time there where I was too busy being a single dad. I couldn't watch TV.
Well, how serious do you think they are with this Smallville thing?
I don't know. It was just a topic that was brought up with the two main cast members, Tom Welling and Erica. Is it Durant?
Yeah, Erica Durant.
Yeah, they were just asked at a Comic-Con in London if they were open to more Smallville, and they said, "Yeah,
I like money."
I agree with you, Socks. You're right where I'm at. The first 7 seasons. And then they completely changed it. But anyway, let's get on to the next interesting subject, which is this thing here. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever's original script paved way for X-Men Storm, which they're looking at Halle Berry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this kind of...
She's still hot as fuck.
Well, yeah, but weren't we talking, maybe with somebody else, weren't we talking about how Queen gosh, I'm terrible with names today. What was her name? She just won a Golden Globe for
Queen Latifah?
No, she played Tina Turner also. She was the...
Oh, yeah. She was in...
Is it Angela Bassett?
Angela Bassett, yeah.
Okay. So I was just talking to somebody the other day who claimed that Angela Bassett was originally in contention for Storm. Is there any truth to that? Have you guys heard that? Was that anybody here that I was talking to about that?
I thought it was the Woman King.
No. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just specifically, because I'd never heard that before, and then whoever said it, and I was like, well, that's the first I've heard of it. She would have been a great one, though. I mean,
The rumors was, too, also they were planning on bringing Storm in for Wakanda Forever to introduce the X-Men, right? That's where it was going.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
Karen, is that true, or am I off on that one a bit?
To be honest, that's the first I've heard. I mean,
they wanted her to be part of Wakanda, yeah.
I'm trying to place the accent. Somebody like from Wales or something? Where are you?
I don't know if they wanted her to be physically in the film, or it was just literally just planting the seeds for her to show up in another sequel. Basically, the film had Chadwick Boseman, bless him, his girlfriend Nakia. In the 5 years that he was thus.
So King Sports Cal, where did you hear that from? Because you might have been on the same show.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I like Angela Bassett. She'd be really good no matter what. But I also, even though she was not who I pictured as Storm, I've enjoyed her playing Storm. So if they brought her back, I wouldn't mind it at all.
And Bill Barclay, I don't know what you're talking about. Halle Berry was never in the Catwoman movie. I don't know.
What you're saying is during the snap, Storm was going to come in and kind of run Wakanda until he came back, something like that.
No. During the snap, while T'Challa was dead, Nakia was still alive, and she would have met someone else. So T'Challa wouldn't have come back to, have a love life. That would have left the door open for him to meet someone else, specifically a childhood sweetheart named Aurora Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't
It would have been a nice way to like tie it in without actually. Yeah.
It would have also opened the doors to actually branch off a sequel and bring in, what was it, the Shadow King? One of Storm's nemesis. You know, the one, if you remember the 90s cartoon, for those that saw it, the dude that had the psychic war with Xavier in Africa. And then it would have all come. Sorry.
Well, I think all I know
Canadians
is
and your sorries. You don't have to say sorry. You're fine. Sorry.
It's a Canadian thing.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Keiran. I apologize.
no, it's fine. Don't worry, pal. Like the producer Nate Moore, he went into detail about how, you know, there was this original script that sadly they couldn't use because of Chadwick's passing. I
heard about that where with the it was going to basically be like his son spends the summer with him and then but doesn't know he's the Black Panther, and then something happens and not only does he find out, the Black Panther's got to take his son along with him. That actually sounded really cool. I hate that we never got that. They should make an animated version of that or something. I mean, that just sounded like a cool story.
You mean like a What If episode?
Yeah, something like that. That'd be cool.
Overall, I was satisfied with what we've got. I think the story went in a great direction with what they had, but yeah, I'll always be curious to know what was originally meant to be.
That's interesting. So, with it not being in the movie, are we going to see? Is there any potentiality of this happening, or is that just a drop thing?
Is that a word?
Back to?
I don't think that's a word. Potentiality. I think it's potential.
I mean, it doesn't rule out Storm maybe appearing in Black Panther 3. She could still show up in Wakanda. I mean, she could be a friend of Shuri's, or the possibility is still there, let's say. I mean, how or when she shows up is anyone's guess, but I think they're still going to touch upon it, seeing as it happened in the comics. They just can't introduce her as a love interest for T'Challa anymore.
It would be interesting because I like Halle Berry. She's a very good actress.
She's 56. There's no.
Oh
way.
yeah, she's amazing.
Oh my
looking
gosh, she's
to this
still
day.
smoking hot.
Just I cannot believe how she's close to my age and she still looks like she's in her 30s. She's amazing. I'd like to see that, dude. I really would. It would be nice if it happened, but if not, you know, it's just one more thing that, because I really do think, I got to be honest with you, with these meetings and you hear stuff being leaked out, it's a fishing expedition with a lot of this information that leaks out. I know it is. You know it is. JJ is the king of that shit. We got Star Trek 4. It's going to happen. Really?
Bullshit.
Yeah,
it's like,
no,
Section 31's coming out. No, it's not. Don't bullshit me.
Yeah, exactly. And so it, you know, it is what it is. I recognize it. You recognize it. But the fact is, though, the reason it's being thrown out there is it's being considered. It's spaghetti being thrown against the wall to see what sticks. Right? Yeah. Yeah. When you nod, I know you're agreeing with me. And by the way, this one is for you. Read that fucking word.
Jesus Christ, man. It's a joke, not a dick. Learn how to take it. Oh, my God.
I'm not going to learn to take a dick.
Learn how
potentiality.
to take
Potentiality. Is that not a word? Fucking kick you out of the fucking room.
You did.
I brought you back. But anyway.
So sorry, Keiran. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Canadian, he's always sorry for everything.
I'm sorry for right now. I'm so sorry.
Let's get back to this one here. And I do think this is interesting. And like I said before the show, my only beef with it, and I stopped watching the show because they did something that I don't care, you know, what you mean by it. But when you tell somebody that you're only going to hire somebody from a specific gender, you've just become sexist.
Well,
And
you know what
can't-
else?
You got no privilege anymore. You've lost the right to say a goddamn thing.
No,
all
that's
your
fine.
critical thought is out the window. But if they bring it back and if they do it intelligently, I would love to see it because season 1 of Jessica Jones was fun. I really enjoyed the shit out of that. And Christine Ritter is fucking awesome. I've been watching her since she did that show, the Bee in Apartment 3, or Watch Out for the Bee in Apartment 3. It was a sitcom she did. And oddly, people didn't know this at the time, she's a comic nerd in real life. And she was featured in a comic book. And that comic book is in that series. It's mentioned in the series. But the comic is actually not about the character in the show. It's actually about Kristen Ritter in real. She was adapted into the comic book, and it just included it into the series. So she is a nerd. She's a comic nerd.
No, I thought she was perfect for the role. I very much enjoyed season 1. I just read she's actually confirmed she's already shot stuff for Daredevil, the new Daredevil, right? Did you guys?
Yeah, she's not hiding it anymore. If you go on her Instagram, she posted a workout photo and she's wearing that Daredevil shirt again.
Okay.
There is no hiding it. She is literally broadcasting it in the show.
So she's going to be in Daredevil, and then they're bringing her back as Jessica Jones in her own series. I'm all on board for this, man. And Gary, what I was trying to say earlier, I didn't want to interrupt you. I was just kind of basically make a stupid joke where, but it doesn't really matter in today's society if they say we'll only hire women, because I can just be like, hey, I identify as a woman. No?
Dan, you better learn how to take a dick, Danny.
Yeah, my basic statement to that is what's it got to do with anything? What's it got to do with selling?
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. I was just saying
that's my
stupid.
problem with it. Yeah. It's like identity politics is interpersonal. It doesn't belong in entertainment. It's personal. It's interpersonal. It has nothing to do with selling a project. And I think it's weird when people integrate it in there. It's like, what's it got to do with anything?
Exactly what Bush is saying.
I love season 1. Same here. I didn't get to watch season 2 because of some of the stupid shit they did. Yeah, I don't know. I have no opinion on season 2 because when they got sexist, I was like, I'm out.
The thing with season 1, sorry, Keiran, I'll just go quickly, is also she worked great with David Tennant. The other reason why the audience was so great was because you had David Tennant in there playing a Marvel villain.
And
just so you guys know, Keiran Bugg is a member of the I Love David Tennant fan club.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
I mean,
I don't know if it's true or not, but I just
the accent, gave that away. I don't know.
So if you're English, you automatically like David.
Oh, and he was asking earlier.
I'm just being
part
racist.
Of England you were not. He's not from Wales. He's from north of London. What?
From what?
Scottish.
Yeah.
You're Scottish?
No, David
Tennant.
Oh.
No, you. He was asking about you, Keiran.
Oh, no.
Earlier. From where? Newcastle?
I'm England.
Newcastle area, right?
I'm just trying to place your accent, bro. Come on. I ain't trying to dox you. It's all good.
I'm kind of from the... it's hard to pinpoint, really.
You know what? I totally understand, because when people ask me where I'm from, I was born in this state, but then when I was 1, I moved to this state, and then when I was 3, I moved to that state. So I just say America, so I get it. It's all good. Yeah. You can tell me it's none of my fucking business. I'm fine.
Yeah, shut up, Danny. So Jessica Jones reboot. I don't like the word reboot. It's not. I'm not fond of it.
I would,
especially when it's based on previously published material. I refer to it as readaptation.
I would,
and I don't think they're doing that. Are they?
Hold up. What would you say? You would have preferred what?
I would have preferred to use the word revival.
Revive or readapt.
Like revival.
Because it's from previously published material. And so what they're trying to say is that the characters are coming over from Netflix, but they're not going to continue some of the storyline from there. Like, I'm very destroyed by going for a PG-13 on Daredevil. Big mistake.
I agree, but they've already ruined Daredevil and She-Hulk, in my opinion, 1 and 2. They've already, because of Multiverse of Madness and the way Marvel is, I mean, it's not like they're deleting them. You can still watch Daredevil on Disney Plus. It's just an
no, I think they pulled
everything,
didn't they? Didn't they pull it?
Did they? I don't know. My mom was watching it recently. Mom, let me know. I know you
maybe
were
they
watching
didn't.
it.
I thought they pulled it recently for doing some other stuff. But
anyway,
so,
what do you think? Because I saw you made a face.
Yeah, that was my question, which is, where do you think they're going with this?
Honestly, I really don't know. All I know is that seeing as the casting is perfect. I mean, it's the same as Charlie Cox's Daredevil.
Yeah.
Lightning in a bottle casting. Kristen Ritter was born for that role, and well, the reception to the first season just confirms it. And Marvel, they want to get her back because they love their strong female leads at the moment, and Jessica Jones, she fits the bill.
Yeah. It's become almost an excessive trend. It's like everybody's doing it to the point where it's like, okay, it's not special anymore when you do it that way. Let's focus on this. Jessica Jones was one of the early ones, and I liked what they did with her. And it's a very good storyline, very good character. I like the comics. That was the edgier, more serious comics when she was really fleshed out as a character with the Purple Man and all that shit. That's some dark shit in the comics. I forget the name of that. What was the dark Marvel comics? I forgot the name.
Midnight, or what was it called? It was
Midnight Suns?
I think so. I think it was Midnight Suns.
No.
Something like that. It was a really good comic. I don't know if you guys read it. It was R-rated material. That comic definitely should have been R-rated. Borderline X with some of the sex that they were throwing in. But good stuff. Moving on to the next one is this one here. Ezra Miller. He's facing no jail time, but Flash future is still uncertain.
Was it Max Comics? Does that sound right?
I don't know. We're already on to the next story.
Sorry, yeah, that's my bad.
That's right. So,
yeah, he's pleaded guilty to.
He did.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty.
Part of the. I think that was part of the deal to continue with Warner, as I recall, that he had to own up everything, right?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know the whole ins and outs, but all I know is he was initially not going to plead guilty, and that was after his apology. So something's changed, whether or not Warner Brothers has flashed some cash his way or not.
No, I think it was more of a lawyer telling him, "Hey, if you don't settle this out of court, if we don't do the plea deal, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to prison, bro." Like that's what I think happened. Honestly, I think some lawyer.
Most likely, but I don't know. The whole
without the jail time, that them wanting to hold on to him would have made more sense. And so I don't know what to expect of this. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think?
I didn't hear a fucking word he said. Did anybody else? Like you were breaking up really bad, dude. Did you hear what he said? Kieran?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's my point. We didn't hear you, bro.
Okay. Long to say one little thing. So I was trying to come back to say it, and I just was waiting for a good moment to fucking start again. So it's just basically, what do you think is going to happen with Ezra? What are you hearing?
I'm hearing things back and forth. They're going to keep Ezra on James Gunn's DCU. I'm still not used to saying that. And they're not. And the whole situation is fucked. Let's be honest, because the moment Ezra Miller did his first offense, they should have let him go. I mean,
yeah.
He's got pictures of somebody with a goat. He's got some higher ups picture, It's like that blackmail picture, because there's no way he should still be here after, like you said, the first thing, let alone the 20th.
I mean,
and not to mention, he was doing religious grooming with people underage.
Yeah. Even if he is a good actor and he pulls off a great performance in The Flash, that's all well and good. But that doesn't excuse the shit he's been getting up to these past couple of years.
Oh, yeah. That's one of those things Or go ahead.
No, I need to move on because we're almost over here. We're reaching the middle of the show, and you can go ahead and stop the music. No, Martin, thank you. This is where we do this.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the middle of the film.
And we will move on to this story, and it'll be the last one, and then I've taken up enough of your time today, Keiran. Netflix becomes key in Restore the Snyderverse movement.
Oh, come on.
What's this about?
Syl was talking about this on his channel. Is there really some traction here?
There actually is, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Well, we didn't think the Snyder cut was going to happen, but here we are.
Right.
So, where there's smoke, there's always fire. But thing is, it just started off as an idea from someone. I don't know where the idea came from, but that's what I've heard. Someone just came up with the idea of selling the Snyderverse to Netflix because...
I think it started on Twitter.
It's not the first time Netflix has bought up a franchise from another studio. I can't think of one off the top of my head. First one I can think of is like Cobra Kai.
Yeah, they bought that from YouTube. So
yeah. But given that Warner Brothers isn't in a good spot financially at the moment, it doesn't really rule out the possibility of it happening.
How much would they sell
after
it for?
10 years of mismanagement at Warner Brothers, a little over a decade, to be honest with you, they are in a pickle financially right now. So the revival of Harry Potter was another option that I heard they were trying to bring back because it is a moneymaker. Some of these more adventurous ideas, and they know that they have to license some stuff out to make some money back. And to license something out that Netflix wants is only logical. That if Netflix wants this and they're willing to foot part of the bill, it's the math.
Yep.
Let me ask a question to the entire panel, but Keiran. Oh, Cece. Oh, hey, baby. That's my woman. Okay, so Star Wars.
That's the only time the women in our lives get to spend time with us is in the chat.
Shh, don't say that. So Star Wars was sold to Disney for a little over $4 billion. How much? Let's say we're just fantasy booking here as a wrestling term. Like, how much do you think is the price should be the price tag? Because of what you just said, like Warner Brothers Discovery needs the money. Netflix desperately needs content. Because all their licensing deals are running out. Like, what do you think the number is? Keep in mind, Star Wars was $4 billion. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, but we're talking about basically licensing it over owning it outright.
I honestly think they'll, given how Warner Brothers are, I mean they're pretty tetchy, so I think they wouldn't settle for anything less than $1 billion at the least because they want to bury the Snyderverse, and if someone is willing to throw cash their way to keep it alive, I think they'll be like, "Oh, it's going to take a lot of cash."
I think $1 billion's low. How about the rest of you guys? What do you guys think on the panel? Fats, you there?
I was thinking 500 just for the licensing deal, and then they produce the shows.
Oh, wow, so even less, just like 500 million? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No offense to Snyder lovers and all that stuff. I don't care.
That's fair. Oh, and he left.
Where'd he go?
Wow.
I really don't care. I just don't care. Honestly, I don't. If it pleases people, great. Again, don't care.
We're just fantasy booking.
No, I'm fantasy not caring. That's the same thing. It's the same league.
Right.
It's just I can put something else there.
You got to understand.
Dollar amount, Gary.
He doesn't get enough good porn up there in Canada, the People's Republic of Canada. So he's a very sexually frustrated dude.
Hey, man.
Plus, he just learned about how to use a cheese grater on his dick, and it's just
not
pleasant.
That's not a thing.
So he's very unhappy.
Gary, you thought Cheese Whiz was a lubricant until 5 minutes ago in the
Cheese Whiz lubricant.
I'm very sorry,
we have reached
Keiran.
the end of the show with Keiran. Keiran, thanks so much for being here, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Mike said he'll probably be here next week, but I like this rotation of you and him. I really do. Got to work on your microphone. I don't know what's going on. You like drop.
No, it's because he doesn't have earbuds in. Is what it is.
Is that what it is?
Earbuds or a headset.
Look, Mike, you go get you some earbuds, Mike.
Hey, man, DM me on Twitter. Tell me where to send the care package. Android or iPhone, I got you, bro. Come on.
You send it to Keiran Bugg, care of Great Britain. And they'll just find him.
No, seriously, I'll just go to Amazon and they can just drop ship it to his ass. I'm good on that. So
just send it to Buckingham Palace. I mean, that's just the.
There you go.
Oh, that's where all you Brits
What'll be
hang
funny
out.
is I bet you there's at least one corgi in the palace named Keiran.
We want him to come back, Gary. Don't insult him. Jesus.
No, he's my friend. He knows that. He knows that.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway, thanks for being here, Keiran. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you next time, buddy, okay?
See you soon.
Nice
mate.
meeting you.
Cheers, mate.
You too, guys. Have a good night.
You too. Bye now.
You too. He's not coming
so there
back.
we are, guys. I love Keiran. He is such a great fucking
Gary,
guy.
you never
He really
answered
is.
the question. I get that you wanted to respect his schedule, but like I wanted your fantasy booking. What do you like? What do you think Netflix would have to pay Warner Brothers? Do you like? So we got 500,000. We got $1 billion.
500 million.
Right now, they're
500 million, 1 billion, and then I don't give a fuck. And then what's yours?
They're close to 3.4 billion, as I recall, already in debt. They have not earned back what they spent to get to this point, because and they're losing, subscribership. They still are currently holding on to the leadership of
They lost me
subscribership.
when they raised their price.
They lost. They're below.
Are they?
Disney? Yeah, they or not Disney, but they went below Amazon Prime.
There you go. See, this Prime is almost unfair to mention them because the Prime membership isn't always about the fucking movies.
I
That's
know,
a
man.
perk you get for the shipping.
Because
the shipping is why people get it.
I write it off on my. It's a business expense. I get it from my business, but I just happen to get free movies with it.
You get free movies and TV.
It's kind of
with
cool.
It. Exactly. So, I think it's unfair for that to be listed that way.
Well, I don't,
Netflix
because if you start
has for dedicated viewership. For dedicated viewership, they still have the largest subscribership, but they hurt themselves with all the woke shit, and then of course, fucking the weird pedo shit.
Yeah, well, you know what else hurts them, and I really want to get your guys' thoughts on this. So Netflix doesn't have, you know how like on Amazon Prime I can watch football games, in Hulu I can watch football games, ESPN Plus I can watch like sports. You know what I mean? They don't have live events. What's so funny?
I'm laughing at Stone Pie Media's comment.
Oh, okay.
Read it. It's
Netflix doesn't either. They're already losing. Hey, man. There's only one show so far, right? Sandman? Is there more than one show?
Millard did the other show that got canned, Superhero Family.
Oh, okay.
Got one season and got shit canned.
Jupiter's Legacy?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's Mark Millar.
I missed that. Yeah, I didn't watch that. So anyway, what I'm saying is I think the one ingredient Netflix needs is live events of some type where they can compete with Peacock and Hulu and ESPN and all these other in Prime. And I think the perfect solution for them to fix all their problems, because it's kind of anti-woke, is, I don't know if you guys have heard, the WWE is up for sale, and I think Netflix should buy it. What do you think?
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm still iffy about Netflix right now. Hi, Courtney. How are you?
The only person that's
the
only company going to have money this year is going to be NBC Comcast, because
Comcast, NBC Universal. I mean, here's the thing. The more I think about it, because I know we talked about that on the other show. The more I think about it. Hey, Scott. I
need to. We've got people jumping in, and I think we had a super chat. So. First of all, I said hi to Cece. She dropped in. So next in line is Courtney, Stone Pie Media, and of course, my good friend Scott Lewis.
So, do you want me to pull up the super chat?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's start with this.
Christian Delorme with the Canadian $5. The American sacked York. They came back and torched Washington, D.C. in 18. Oh, first of all, I got to tell you, the War of 1812 was necessary historically because we won our freedom or liberty from England with the Revolutionary War, but we hadn't won their respect yet. And it took the War of 1812 to get Britain's respect and King, this guy's name, King, oh, fuck his name. The Majesty King George, thank you. King George respected us after the War of 1812 because we didn't just win this time, we kicked their fucking ass and taught them, don't fuck with us. And we were finally able to have proper relations with them after the War of 1812. There was more diplomacy between us, and it required that fucking war to happen. But the stupidity of how that war started by invading Canada.
What kind of relations are you referring to, sir?
Political relations. Or as they would refer to it as social congress, not sexual congress. But yeah, they burned DC. They did. They burned the White House. So it's like it's time we, fucking around, man. Canada's our fucking neighbor. You don't fuck with our neighbors like that. You got to be more diplomatic. As I've always said, fences make good neighbors. And we always need to be that way with our friends to the north and our friends to the south. So,
I agree with that sentiment too. But here in Vegas, fences aren't a thing. Like in Texas, North Carolina, other states I've lived in, fences. Here they have prison walls between houses. It's the weirdest thing to me. I don't.
Yeah, fences, walls.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. And the irony of that scene is that actually he used the word inconceivable correctly.
That time.
That one time. And then you keep using the word. But America, yeah. So I gave him the video. There we go. Oh, Christian Delorme with another $5. What do you just have like extra cash just sitting around here throwing at us? Is this a strip club? Are we a strip club now?
Hey man, I wouldn't complain. In fact, here I'm going to drop my Cash App.
I'm not complaining at all. I'm
chat.
poking fun because I like to poke fun. Unifying joke: the best part of a BJ: 15 minutes of silence. Yeah, there's nothing in my. I'm telling you, as a guy, this is just a guy thing. I don't give a shit. Nothing worse than a noisy BJ.
Hey man, my mom is watching. Come on, bro. Do we have to?
I didn't use the word. I used the letters. Dance for us, Gary.
Mom, I appreciate your support. I don't think you should be watching these shows anymore. I just don't.
No, I think she enjoys this show a lot. So you keep watching, Penny. We love you, even if Danny doesn't. He leaves. He loves his mom. We've already read that one.
But you didn't put them.
Behave yourself.
There's a video for you.
That was perfect.
You just made the list.
There's that video.
Better.
And Kieran, thanks for not being a Karen. Kieran's a really sweetheart. He's very he's more middle of the road than I am. But I like the way he looks at
things. He's a what are they called?
He's very pacifistic.
No, Gen Z. He's young. He's my kid's age. He's not even a millennial. He's a Gen Z, or is he a millennial?
Yeah, he needs another decade of seeing how fucking awful the world can be.
Exactly.
And then he'll change his tune.
Exactly. You'll see.
And by the way, Stephen has joined us. Stephen, hi.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh,
deleted scenes.
Oh, hey, he did. He just
It's
snuck
like
in the back
forever
door.
since you've hung out with us.
Yeah, man, you've been gone a while.
Okay,
sometimes
the other
I'm
one,
also
the
more
next
common.
one is this.
Oh, Christian Delorme, $2
Yeah.
Canadian Fat Stephen Rocks. Love from Ottawa.
Thank you.
Ottawa. Well, aren't you in Alberta? Why did everybody get silent?
No.
Was I not
Brian is
supposed
in
to say
Alberta, and so is Mike.
Okay.
The Comic Relief Crusader. He's in Alberta.
They're in Alberta. Okay.
Yeah,
I knew
both
one.
of them.
I had a 50-50 shot. I knew some of you Canadians we hang out with were in Alberta. You're probably like in British Columbia or some shit. I don't know.
And for that one, you get this real quick one. One of my favorite moments in cinema history.
Bingo.
The last one.
Lose the glasses, Kieran. No, he's got
Too
the Harry
late now.
Palmer
He-
thing
he-
going on, man.
Yeah.
He's got that Harry Palmer thing. You know, if you guys don't know who that is, it's your sad lack of education. Harry Palmer is one of the greatest spy characters ever created for both book and for film. He was the poor man's James Bond in England, played by Michael Caine. Michael Caine reprised the role 4 times and technically did it a 5th time in one film, even though he doesn't go by the name Harry Palmer. It was obvious he was Harry Palmer because he even had the same glasses on.
So Monkey Jeebus says Toronto dummy. Is there some kind of weird like Alberta Toronto beef I don't know about? That like did I insult Steven or something, or is there
No.
Okay. Well,
So for Christian, here is your video. I haven't gotten to play this one fully for a while, so here you go.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Toxic masculinity at its best.
I love it. Yes.
So thank you again, Christian, for the Canadian $5, my friend. And yeah, I got to tell you, Keiran would be lost without his glasses. He's really blind as hell.
Hey man, he's a sweet kid. He reminded it was so funny. I knew he was my son's age. I don't know why. I just picked up on it right away. That was so cool that he.
So
Same
I
age.
want to share this with you because this is big news. I just talked with my friend. He is going to be joining us again. This is Paul Tweddle, one of the top YouTubers, and he runs a show called Heavy Spoilers on YouTube. A lot of Easter egg episodes. Other shows steal from him. Paul has the honor of having almost killed me twice.
Okay.
I'm taking medication, and I was afraid I overdosed because I was so focused on his show that I thought I overdosed on insulin twice. It happened twice. I ended up in the
That
ER
reminds
once.
me, I forgot to take my my morning medication, and it's already lunchtime. Whoa! Why? What do we do, baby? Why are you calling us big jerks? Did you guys get me in trouble? You guys got me in trouble.
Probably did, because you know. But Paul's going to be coming back on the show. He's looking forward to joining us again on TGIF. I'm looking forward to having him back on. I love Paul. He's Amazon. He's considered a millionaire of YouTube. He's one of those guys whose show is that popular. He's a millionaire from his show. But he still puts a lot of work in. As you can see here, he got his award. He's actually had more than one YouTube award, and he likes us for some weird fucking reason. And I like him a lot. I think he's hilarious. He's his dad humor, and he's also quite British. And if you don't check him out, he's Heavy Spoilers on YouTube. It's definitely a channel. The Easter egg shows by itself. He does Easter eggs for all the new trailers, Marvel, DC, everything, and he also does stuff that Rockstar steals from him. They stole him from him twice. I caught him. Now, he was the first one that said it and did it, and then they almost echoed exactly the way he phrased it. Even I'm like, oh, come on, man. You're not even trying. But he's that good. Check him out. He will be joining us. I'm going to try to schedule him in here in the next week or two. I'd like to get Cameron Pasha on here next week. It's up to him if he's available. But I love Cameron. Kingsport Cal, $5 super chat from Tennessee. I want to be a bala like Christian Delorme. Hey, deleted scenes. They appreciate it, man, and we appreciate it too. We love you, Cal. Good guy. Thank you so much. And for you, let me find you something. Here we go. I haven't played this one in a while.
I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Great cinematic moment. And you know what? Fuck it, Cal. Here's another thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So, Delita, what's been going on with you? Why aren't you at work today?
Because they actually found a replacement for me to come in on weekends. So hopefully they will last more than a day.
Oh, I was like, shit, you got fired?
No,
it's just for the weekends. Okay.
Ceremoniously got unfired. That's the problem. I did my job too well, and they wanted to keep me every day. So finally, they brought somebody in on weekends, and so hopefully I'll be able to join you guys again.
No, it's nice. It's good to have you back, buddy. I'm glad you. I mean, I don't know if you needed the money, but I don't care. I'm glad you're back, no matter what. So, but anyway, so what's going on with you, entertainment wise? Are you getting your Saturday morning show back on?
Well, that's kind of up in the air right now because Matt has moved on to other things. He's happily married now. He is trying to get a business up off.
Was
the
he
ground.
unhappily married previously?
No, I'm just merely stating that he is.
Did you suddenly got better?
Happily married,
I apologize. I'm not folding my arms because I'm uncomfortable.
Never married.
Fucking cold in here. It's so cold. It's freezing in here.
I don't.
Man, I'm telling you, this garage is gonna fucking kill me one day. But you make do with what you got. So that's good. I'm glad he got married. So he found a woman that will let him put his dick in her. That's awesome.
Why do you do this?
Nothing. Oh wait, you mean legally miserable? It's like I say about gay marriage, because I'm all for gay marriage. I think civil ceremony, everybody should have the right to a civil ceremony. Churches should not be forced to marry anybody. Period. When you start forcing religions to do something, you've gone against the Constitution. Period. You can't force a religion to do anything. But like civil marriage is absolutely there. And I believe that anybody that is a consenting adult that's not at least 2 degrees of separation related has a right to be fucking miserable like I was. Everybody has a right to be miserable. So everybody should be allowed to get married to whoever they fucking want to get miserable with. Right, Stephen?
That's why I come on this show.
And then everybody goes, ew, Stephen.
How dare you?
Stephen came on the show. Ew.
Phrasing.
That's like the old Steve Martin joke. And that's when the waiter came. And then everybody went, ew, the waiter came. Steve Martin. Classic joke. Wait, he's in the garage like Robert Meyer. Yes, I am. Just like Burnett, I'm in a little area. I'm surrounded by a lot of toys in here, like the train sets and stuff. A lot of comic books. There's just shelves of comic books in here. Scott's garage is something else. It's something to behold. And he set up this little area for me. Scott Lewis, get that jerk to wear a fucking jacket. That's not the part of me that's cold. It's my fucking feet and legs. And I'm wearing shoes. My feet are cold right now. It's 50 degrees, but the garage is like much, much colder for some reason. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It's so freaking cold in here right now. Gary isn't allowed inside the house until he does his business. That's true.
I'm not.
I got a newspaper to the nose one day. No, Gary, no. That's fucking awesome. I want to keep that one. That's fucking brilliant. I have a heater here, and that's the funny part, Parrot Head. The heater here, I'm sitting here fucking freezing this morning, and at the same time, my right leg was on fire from the heater. It was just like I kept having to move away from the heater. It's so hot. Wear sweatpants. I don't wear pants. Anima knows this. I hate pants. They're too constricting. I've been wearing shorts my whole life, and shorts give you that feeling of freedom. And even when I would get sweats, I would end up doing cutoffs with them. They would go to my knees. Fact is, I just need to get some nice pants that I can wear comfortably that cover my damn legs because it's just fucking weird. Oh, Scott's here. Scott's gonna beat the shit out. Yep, he's got a paper. He's gonna hit me.
Bad Gary, stop complaining. Bad Gary.
Hit him again.
Can you use something harder, like a screwdriver?
That's fucking funny. So I can do SpongeBob.
Hit you again.
Hit you again. He's coming back. Oh, he's gonna give me some more. Oh man. Oh fuck. He actually hit me. Oh my god, I love Scott. He's so funny. So anyway, to move forward, we got a half hour left. I wanted to talk about this little story that popped up. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. This is huge news to a lot of us that are fans of Craig Ferguson. That one of the biggest mistakes CBS made, and it hurt. Actually, their choices for late night really did damage to the late night platform. That viewership dropped by over half after David Letterman and Craig Ferguson left. Dropped by over half. They just spent $80 million renewing a contract with what's his name? Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon. Ugh. And fucking Greg Gutfeld from Fox News Channel is getting more views for his late night show than the Tonight Show on NBC. I mean, I'm not talking about, it's by a few. Completely trounced them in viewership. I think that Sony has something here with doing this, bringing Craig Ferguson back, because he was a beloved late night talk show host. He brought back the feeling of Johnny Carson because he was just there to talk with people and have a good time. Not to fucking
Craig Ferguson. He would flirt with all of his female guests, and he was so cheap.
And he was also enamored with a lot of his other guests, male guests, like some of the regulars. What's his name? Three Scottish comedian actors would come on regularly. Oh no, four. Billy Connolly was one, a regular.
Yeah.
On his show. Another one was Kevin Kidd. I fucking love that guy. Most people know him from that Grey's Anatomy, but what I know him for is the TV show Traveler, and also for his work on a animated film, The Scottish Girl with the Bow. I forget the name of it now. With red hair, the Disney movie.
Brave.
He's the Scotsman you can't understand in the movie.
Is he really?
Yeah, he actually knows the ancient Scottish accent.
So you're saying Craig Ferguson did the voice. You weren't saying the guy.
No, Kevin Kidd. I'm talking about Kevin Kidd.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Kidd was a regular on his show. He loved getting his friends from Scotland. Eddie Izzard was a regular. And what's his name from 300 was a regular on there.
Gerard Butler?
Yeah, Gerard Butler and he are good mates. Another one that he would have on there regularly was, before he died, was Michael Clark Duncan. They were friends.
Oh.
And when he died, he went on TV and just talked about him for a few minutes for his monologue. No comedy, just talked about him because he was on a regular basis. Another one that's a regular on there is what's her name? The blonde little girl from The Good Place. She was a regular on the show. Good friends with Craig.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, Kristen Bell. She was a regular on there. He had relationships, friendships with a lot of his regular guests, and he would get them on there. And I'm telling you, the dude that played Negan was one of the greatest interviews with him ever. Was on Craig Ferguson because he was drunk. And it was great. As Eddie Izzard was drunk one night and just tore up. And Craig joined him, throwing furniture around. The audience was loving it.
Yeah, but not in the drinking, to be clear, because Craig Ferguson is a recovering alcoholic.
No, he was dry.
He doesn't.
Craig, once he cleaned up in, what was it, 2008? 20? I think it was 20.
It was probably after Drew Carey, where he had his downfall, and then he got back into comedy after he cleaned up. Then I think he got remarried again, and he has kids, and he's happy with his family.
Yeah,
I do know this, that he had a French bulldog that he couldn't stand. He says, I've got a problem with them. They're a bit fatty. They fart a lot.
The the thing with Craig Ferguson, I've been saying this forever, and Gary, you've been on to do Shit Talk, is that Craig Ferguson was the last great late comedy show ever.
Absolutely.
Him and the voice actor who played Jeffrey, the robot skeleton. I still rewatch most of their montages
Robert,
on YouTube. When I go to,
what is his name?
He has his own channel on YouTube, but yeah, they were both great. He was the
Jeffrey
Jay
Roberts
Leno
or something like that.
Yeah, he was
I
Jay
love
Leno
his
Fly.
show. Yeah, I watch him. He did a half hour. It's just recent, by the way, if you haven't seen it, Stephen. A recent talk. It was about a half hour long, I think, where he talked about how it all came about. Because he was just a bit actor, would show up and do Arnold. Because he does a great Arnold impression. And it was how Jeffrey came about was just pure serendipitous luck. And it's one of my favorite parts of that show because he was doing what I would refer to as what Picasso did to art, where he became so good at art that he began to deconstruct it. And Craig Ferguson began the deconstruction of the talk show, the idea of a talk show. It was fucking brilliant. And it's no wonder he won a Peabody Award for his interview with Desmond Tutu. Because he really knew how to really break down and ask questions and get in there and find out something about somebody. But then he was also very fucking cheeky. And he's funny as hell. I love the way he would end interviews. And he would give them, he'd have index cards. He goes, you got a choice how to end your interview. Do you want to end with uncomfortable pause, was my favorite. And they would just do like an uncomfortable pause. And Anthony Hopkins said it was the most fun he ever had in an interview was with Craig Ferguson. He says, oh, I want to come back. This was fun. He genuinely had a blast because Craig Ferguson made it fun. The audience wasn't the only person enjoying themselves. Everybody was having fun on Craig Ferguson. And for them to bring it back, and of course, so Ferguson and Whisper North managing director Tom McLennan, formerly director of Entertainment North for ITV, will executively produce, along with Richard Easter, America's Got Talent, and Joe Bolter of The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. He was the one who produced his show. Who's worked with him for 15 fucking years, will serve as also writers on the show. This is a rare late night syndication entry because we've seen it happen where it did work, like Arsenio Hall. His first time worked. The second time didn't work. And that's what sucks. Arsenio's show did not work the way he wanted it to work.
George
and that's
Lopez,
because he
after they
came in
hired
at a bad
Conan,
time.
Kind of went through the same thing. He had a good time, and they brought in Conan, and they bumped him to a later time, and then it failed.
Yeah, it's just, TBS isn't stable enough for that, and they brought that girl, what's her name? She's just terrible. There's nothing she ever said funny for her little late night show. And it's like they kept renewing it just because they wanted somebody there.
What girl?
And they keep hiring unfunny people because, I don't even think Jimmy Kimmel's funny. I never thought he was funny. His buddy was funny.
I can't stand Jimmy Kimmel. I'm sorry.
No, Jimmy Kimmel's just not funny. His buddy that went on to do radio now, that dude, he was the first death too on Family Guy. Norm Macdonald's first, and then he took Norm Macdonald's place. I can't think of the guy's name. You know who I'm talking about with the big thick eyebrows and curly hair. What?
Adam Carolla?
Carolla. I think he's funny as hell. He's sardonic. I like sardonic humor. Not sarcastic, sardonic. King, remember when Jeff broke the snake mug? Oh my God, yes, that was great, dude. I loved it when Ken Cachuahara, wasn't his name? The guy, the robotics engineer, we lost him, that used to be on Mythbusters. He created Jeff for the show. First the head, and then he created the working body. And there's in that story I was telling you, Stephen, where he talks about it, the guy who voiced him, he would be back behind the curtains with the remote control with another dude right behind him, ready to jump on and take it from him because they were terrified he'd fuck something up the whole time he played Jeff. But Jeff was first, just every once in a while, there's no voice at first. It was actually Craig Ferguson doing the voice. And then eventually they brought Robert in and he did a recorded voice and he'd push a button and play a line. And then Craig and he got together and had this conversation. and he was bowled over by how funny that dude was. And it's on camera. He lost his shit laughing at what Robert was saying. And at that point, they had a bond, and he wanted him there like every day, not like a couple times a week, every day. And eventually CBS gave him the budget.
Yeah, Bush,
they were constantly pulling the shoestrings on Craig Ferguson now, if you weren't aware of that. CBS, that's why he shits on CBS. He would go, CBS, he'd look at the camera, the Tiffany Network.
Yeah.
And then he would go silent.
So, no, Bush, I just want to say this real quick. Bush, I agree with you. I love the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson and Enema Confusa. Please don't mention James Corden, his name. Like, no.
Yeah, the name that shall not be spoken.
Don't even.
He is, what is that character from Harry Potter? He's whose name shall not be said.
Oh, Voldemort?
Voldemort. He's the Voldemort of late night. Fucking Corden is like the most unfunny, untalented fucker I've ever seen.
He really is.
A modicum of singing ability, and he thinks he's something else.
He went off on Bill Maher that one time when Bill Maher spoke the truth about how like nobody wants to talk about. It's like obesity is the third rail of healthcare in America. Like people need to understand. Like it's someone who
it's a problem.
400 pounds and had a heart attack and had to lose fucking weight.
Doesn't mean you need to treat people like shit. But
he wasn't
absolutely
treating people like shit. He was just saying we need to stop.
No, I know that.
Body
positive but thing. Corden, of course, went the wrong direction with it.
Yes.
You know, Maher's not saying like go around mocking fat people. He's saying, look, if you see somebody with a cigarette in their mouth, people have a tendency of feeling very comfortable to go, you know, those things kill you.
That's exactly.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're eating 5 pounds of fucking fatty food in a single meal, you know, if you don't speak up with that person, you're an asshole and a hypocrite.
Yeah. Yeah, but no.
Maher's correct. I hate it because here's the funny thing, Danny. I don't like Bill Maher.
I don't either, but I'm saying I agree.
He's a smarmy prick, but God damn it, I agree with him more and more these days. And it's freaking me out. Like, what has happened to the world to where I'm in agreement with fucking Bill Maher?
The world's gone mad.
Because he is a smarmy cocksucker. I don't like smarmy people. I like sardonic, sarcastic people. Smarmy's different. He's only done one thing I really thought was funny. He walked into Grant Tinker's home, the former head of NBC. All these fucking Emmys and other awards, you know, Golden Globe Awards, all these awards lining the main foyer as you walked into this guy's mansion. And Bill Maher just met him, walks in. This is before he was famous. He was still doing stand-up at the time. He walked in, he goes, "Oh, who's the golfer?" I'm like, that fucking slayed me. The balls on him to say that to Grant Tinker is hilarious.
Yeah.
The head of fucking NBC. It's all because of the garage. That's right, buddy. That's right. I can't stand Bill Maher's attitude. He's smarmy. That's the problem with him. And I always lay it out as that. My problem with him is that he's smarmy. I also get kind of tired of, I'm an atheist technically. I'm an agnostic. But I don't go around being zealot against religion. I think it's weird to do that. And right now, atheism has become its own kind of non-religion religion. These people are zealots about atheism.
No, he's not. I have his movie Religulous right there, and I would
Religulous.
I would challenge you to watch it. He preaches the.
I've watched it. What are you talking about?
He preaches the gospel of I don't know. He's not a zealot. He's not trying to be like.
Yeah, but he also he's not a documentarian. So it's like I got a little irritated when he called it a documentary. It's not, because he's showing his point of view. You in a documentary, you don't show any point of view. He had one person on there that actually, in reality, really kind of answered him, and that's Jimmy Kimmel's old business partner, Bueller. I can't think of his name. And he really took Maher to the mat, and Maher didn't put that in his movie. And that's why his movie is disingenuous to me.
Bush, on Thursdays, I do a show called Nerd Fights. I feel like you and I could do that show justice just talking about.
Well, here's the thing. You will bring the emotional part of it, and I'll bring the facts. Because here's the other thing about me. Because I'm not religious. I am Catholic. But I believe in something. I just don't know what it is. It's physics argues for the existence of something. That's why physicists are at odds with natural scientists like anthropologists, because anthropology says there is no power, and physicists go, if it was just something that happened, the Big Bang, that moment, that spark, if it was not intended, it would have happened again and again and again and again, and it doesn't, because it was done with intent. And that's where I stand. I stand with that. It's like,
so intelligent design theory.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you say that to an atheist, a true atheist, and watch them go through the fucking roof, because immediately they equate that to religion and God. It's like,
I know.
I'm more of the ancient alien thing.
Dude, my mom, see, whether she wants to admit it or not, she's the one that got me onto that. I think we were seeded here by aliens.
Yeah, because I look, Fox P2 protein. What the fuck, man? Really look at the science on this. It really freaks me out when I read it. It's like we lived in the same areas as other great apes, other Homo sapiens. We are not Homo sapiens. Well, we are, but that's a subcategory. We are Homo sapien sapien. That's human. All great apes are Homo sapien. And all of us had exactly the same diet. We lived in the same regions, were exposed to the exact same elements. So why is Fox P2 protein only at the levels they are with humans? No other animal has it. Nobody can explain that. Intelligent design.
No, that's not me. Here it is. And Mom, yes, you did. Don't even. You were probably drunk on scotch.
Wait, wait.
No,
don't say that, dude. Not about your mom.
No, I love my mom, but like
I know.
She likes the McGregor. What's the scotch you like, Mom? I always get it wrong. Anyway,
Scotch is really good.
No,
it's
no,
Scottish whiskey.
That's all she'll drink. And she's not a drinker, but like when I'm the little devil on her shoulder and I get her to drink, I have to drink this terrible scotch that she likes. But it's she likes.
Jacob is here. Everybody wish Jacob a happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Jacob. Love you, Jacob. How you doing, buddy? I actually was excited. I went into Walmart and there he was. I just ran into him out of the blue, and I was like fucking with him. I walked in. Yes, I walked in the outdoor. She wore a raspberry beret. I walked in the back door because I saw him in the self-check area at one of the larger Walmarts here in town. And I saw him and I was just like keyed in on him. And I walked around the candy counter into the area, and people are like, why are you coming in the back way? And it's like, because I have a friend over here that doesn't know I'm walking up. And then I walked right up to the cash register, started checking out, and I never took my eyes off him. I just kept looking at him as I'm checking out. Finally, he turns and looks at me and goes, and then look at his face like, yeah.
Gary, look at the comment. Look at the comment down there on the screen.
There's a giant. I'm a troll. I'm not not an alien. I wanted to play a joke on Don. I don't know when I'll get to do it or if it'll ever happen, but it's like
Martine. I did not.
His
call my
wife
mama drunk.
His wife Dawn, spelled DAWN, and I wanted to just suddenly like stop in the middle of the living room, and then I told Scott.
To Dawn, is that what you just said? Dawn is married
Dawn, DAWN, Dawn.
Yeah,
that's Scott's wife.
Married to Dawn. Oh no, Scott's wife's Dawn. Okay, I thought
Scott's
you said
wife
Dawn's wife was.
So I said I want to walk through the living room, and then I'm just going to suddenly stop and not move. And I said, when you see me do this, Scott, you have to say, "What are you doing?" And I'm going to use the scene or that moment from Jurassic Park. It's like her vision is based on movement. I'm not moving. She can't see. and Scott just looked at me and goes, "It's just dumb." It's just dumb.
Thank you, Anima. I was confused.
Yeah, Don's wife is Vicky.
Yes.
And Graham Nolan's wife is Julia. Drew Struzan's wife is Dylan. I'm friends with all of them.
So
I always say I'm really somebody's good friend if they're married, unless I become friends with their woman. It's like with Danny. Danny's woman is a friend of mine on Facebook. She follows me.
Oh, see.
You didn't know that?
Well, no, because I don't have Facebook anymore.
She sends me sexy pictures of you sleeping.
That bitch. I bet she does. It doesn't.
No, she doesn't. She's never done that. But I have pictures of a guy I served in the army with to show girls when he was asleep, drooling.
No, back when I was a drunk, she would. I used to hate this. She would
Take drunk pictures?
No, drunk videos, and because she knew I was blackout drunk and wouldn't remember it, and she would try to claim, "Oh, I was only doing it so I could show you," but no, she was doing it to make me feel bad because I was like always stupid or.
That's the point, to make you feel bad and
that's actually a
realize
good
the
idea.
error in the humanity.
And then
That's why I did what I did with my dad, and it got him to stop drinking.
Exactly.
I actually got my dad to stop drinking doing that.
And then I went to rehab, so it's all good.
That Tyrannosaurus stopped being able to see you in Flash Gordon cereal. I'm actually excited about still what's going on with Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon. We have not heard any updates. At least I haven't. I am really curious where that's going. I'm going to tell you something. I hear people say it all the time. It is the only place where I'm able to keep up with all my nieces and nephews and my siblings.
I get that, man, but come on. I hate Facebook. It's so evil. I know that Martine sent me. So because it is a necessary evil, I'm making a new account that I don't want to add anybody to. But somehow, this is why I hate Facebook. People are finding me. I'm getting friend requests from people. I don't want to be found. I just want to.
I get shown your picture all the time. I'm on Facebook about people you know.
Yeah, I hate Facebook. I just because I closed my other account because I was seriously being harassed by the owners of the charity I used to work for. So I closed that. But then I have.
He found you.
He found me on YouTube.
On YouTube? I thought it was on Facebook. Okay.
Well, I mean, I thought it was YouTube. Maybe, dude, if it's Facebook, look. The only thing I need a Facebook account for is to manage the business pages I manage, and you have to have a freaking personal account to do that, which I hate. So that's the only.
Yeah,
reason
and it's if you get caught using a fake name.
No,
I have a Pop Culture Minefield account that I'm hoping they never gank us because I really like that one. That's what I got to get all you guys, Danny, John, everybody needs to be on that account so you're able to go post to the Facebook group.
Hey, if that's a
using
person,
that account.
you might be able to solve my problems. Maybe I could just use that account, and then
I
nobody
think
will
it's
know who I
a way of
am.
posting stuff. I think it's you're able to do it and hide, have anonymity.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Well, it's not
but
that I
by the way,
want
we have a
anonymity.
backdoor break here by Real Wade Nation. Good to see you, Wade. Here you go.
Backdoor.
Front door team and backdoor team.
There you go.
I know I'm insulted.
We have like 6 backdoor reference previous to that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here, do the.
Pam, why do you have underpants with a Swiss flag on them?
Swiss? Those aren't Swiss. Those are, they're from the Red Cross. They're defective. Anyway, me safe house, A2 safe house. I'm gonna check the back door.
Strong. I'm gonna go check the back door. Back door.
Open your back door, baby.
Yeah.
I think we're good now.
I think we're caught up.
Okay.
We're nearing the end of the show, guys. That was a fun show. Anybody who has not seen our Wednesday shows, UFO Wednesday from this week and Dangerous Military Nerds, go watch those videos. It's 2 of the best shows I've ever been a part of. We had John Brandenburg, who's an actual rocket scientist physicist.
I saw that one. It was so funny. You were roasting that dude because he couldn't.
I do. John and I get along really well, but I fuck with him a lot. That's just one of the funny things about becoming friends with me. Better be prepared.
No, I would if I had a friend who was a literal rocket scientist, I would use that joke all the time too.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah.
It doesn't require rocket scientist, but you just happen to be one. Awesome, and you still can't figure it out. What the fuck?
I agree. I highly. That was the morning one. That was the first one, right? The UFO one. Gary?
Yeah, that was the second one.
That
Brandenburg
was
joined us from Dangerous Military Nerds. Chris DePerno was with us on the morning one.
Okay.
And I love Chris. Chris is another one. We bonded when we did UFO Wednesday and did nothing but talk about military.
Yeah, and my mom was pissed about that. So I watched them both, and I actually enjoyed the military one more, which I thought was different for me.
Because we're just 2 guys talking. We were just two guys talking about being in the military, sharing like memories and shit, and just laughing. That was fun. And I told your mom and everybody, it's like, sorry guys, join us next week. We'll talk about UFOs again.
Right. John, the chat is concerned. Are you alive? Okay, yeah.
One of the funniest things I did this weekend, both shows, UFO Wednesday and for the later show, Dangerous Nerds, I posted the picture of the Black Knight. And I asked, what the fuck is this? What is it? Were you going to say something, John?
No.
Oh. You said, Oh, you found
you.
Found you on Facebook. Brett Cowan.
Fuck you. I just said I didn't want anybody to... motherfucker. God.
Oh, that's where I was like, fuck
I'm going to delete it. Oh, you bastard.
Hey, holy smokes, guys. My friend Shirley is here. What? Where is she? Did she say anything yet? That's Shirley Levasseur. She's an old friend of mine, her and her late husband. Good friends. I've known them for forever, since the 90s. She took over running Josh Becker's website. I need you again, Shirley. Please take over the website for me. Please. Anyway, Shirley, good God. How are you? That is so good to see her. Man. She's the one that told me that, because she lives in the New England states, and she told me that where she lives I think you're in Connecticut. I can't remember where she lives. It's a New England state. She says that they have McLobster when it's in season. When lobster is in season, McDonald's serves lobster in those states. And that fucking slayed me. I'm like, I want some of that. McLobster. Maine. That's it. Maine. But it's good to see you, Shirley. I'm so glad you dropped in. I'm always wondering how you're doing. I really am. You're one of those people that's just always popping up in my head. It's backdoor Gary now, Shirley. It's not just Gary, it's backdoor Gary. Oh, thank you, Polly from Latino Slant. Thank you so much. But yeah, when our career took off, I was having trouble running the website for Josh. And so Shirley took over for quite a while. She ran it until she couldn't do it anymore. And then he got me back. I started doing Josh's website again. So Brett Cohen's here. Brett Cohen.
Are you saying I do a bad job of managing Josh's website now? It sounds like you're saying that.
What?
Are you saying I'm doing a bad job of managing Josh's website? Because I thought that's what I was doing right now.
No. It's the echo is really driving me crazy, bro. Danny. Okay, good. No, it's managing the Q&A is what she had to manage. Doing updates was one thing, but her big thing and I hit a point. Here's what happened. Here's why I couldn't do it anymore. Because I think I could have done it with my career, but the fucking Xena fans, oh my fucking God.
So he and I just talked about his Q&A section the other day, and I'm making it to where nobody has to manage it. That's why it's not done yet. So it'll people can, instead of sending an email and filling out a form, it's almost kind of like a forum, but he has to approve it. So they'll ask a question, he'll get an email, click a link, log into the website, approve the question if he likes it, answer it right there, and then poof, it's done, and it's posted on the site.
Yeah, I like that. I've wanted to do that for a long time.
Yes, King Sports Cal, Xena fans.
Craigie Fergie is coming back, and anybody who follows him on Twitter knows that that's the name he goes by on Twitter. I've been following him for years, since Twitter started. Xena fans could be really fucking nightmarish, dude. I shit you not. The fucking angry feminazis that follow it, that like, man, oh my God. And they would attack him, and then they'd attack me. And I'm like, I've had my fill of this shit. Yeah, look, watching Xena is one thing, but becoming a ravenous fucking rabid fan is something else. And those rabid, ravenous fans were really problematic. And they were really borderline psychotic. I shit you not. If you went back, because it's available, if you go to Josh's website, beckerfilms.com, and go to the old PDFs with some of the stuff that dates back 20 some years, go back to some of those early questions, start looking at some of the questions asked by Xena fans, and you'll go, oh, yeah. And if they'd say shit to him, he'd respond, and I'd post it, and then they'd get angry. Oh, no. They are not, Shirley.
Actually, you're going to make me look
toxic people are just toxic people, whether they're part of a fandom or not. But
So-
I have run into toxic, very negative fans.
The archives
Now,
aren't
don't get me
there.
wrong. Negative fans do have an importance too, because guess what? They spend money, and that money's important. But man, giving them a platform.
So I just want to say, that archive section's not there yet. That's going to make me look bad. Now I got to hurry up and work on that. It's.
Yeah, but just add the PDFs. They're just.
I know. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I love going back every once in a while, look at this, because you can just download the PDF and go through all of his Q&As all the way back to 1997, 98. So who else is joining? Looks like some other people have popped in. Alex Moore is here. War Monkey. And of course, Kyle is here. Hi, Kyle.
He's not kidding. Okay, this is what's been so hard about this project. He's had his website since like 97, 98. And
I'm the one who set it up.
Yeah.
Started.
I'm the one that's having to redo all this shit.
Because he and I were talking, and I'm like, you need to take that to the internet, the way he interacts with people. I said, you need to do that. Start posting some of your reviews. And that's what he did. His fucking website was built on it. And Shirley ran it for a while. God bless her. She did it for a while. Yeah, exactly, Bush. They're everywhere. Toxic people are fucking everywhere. And the problem with the internet gives them a fucking platform. And so it's like somebody's, Hollywood likes to say this, we want your money, but shut the fuck up. Well, the point is, like, if you want somebody's money, you better be prepared to tolerate that shit.
Well, I actually kind of think Josh thrives on that shit. I think he loves kind of.
Oh, he loves. Oh,
yeah.
Look, it's funny. Don and I laughed about it when he's sitting there on a show with two guys who volunteered for the military in a time of war. Both of us, him with Vietnam, me going to into the war. Knowing we were going to war with Iraq, and volunteered. I volunteered to go. He says, if I'd gotten that notification, I would have fled to Canada. That's something you don't say to people who served in the military.
Said that? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said it to both Don and me. And I looked over and I saw Don's face and I went, I have to take control of this show because Don's going to lose his shit. And I don't want the show going that way. So I managed the show. Don got mad at me for it. He forgave me for doing it. He understood why I did it. Because I didn't want the show to derail in a negative way.
Yeah.
I wanted it to focus.
Yeah. Brett
because it was our first show.
To reply to your...
Or second show. To
reply to your comment directed at me, Brett. No. And first of all, I'm he, him, not they, them. But that's fine. Not that I care. But no, I was actually... I was one of those nerds. I sat in the front row. I mean, I was kind of a class clown, but... I took school I actually love school. I'm one of those rare people that I wish I could still be in school. I really loved it. I loved learning new shit, So yeah, no, I was not a corner. I was a front and center, kind of kid.
This one is for you, Shirley, and for the joke that was just made in the chat.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Are you ignoring me, Zax? Yeah, Kyle, don't ignore my girlfriend, man. That's a dick move.
Hey, Zax, you want to be my guest this Sunday? I need a guest. My guest flaked.
And when he says guest, he means sex partner.
No, I mean on the Sunday show. Come on, man. It's mutually beneficial. Don't.
Is sex is supposed to be two.
Mutually jerked off.
Look.
Anyway,
First of all, I got Cece. Second of all, she gets mad at me if I masturbate. And if you're still in the chat, honey, let people know I'm not lying. She literally is like Batman. She was like, she came up to me this a couple weeks ago.
She's like, no, stop that.
No, yeah, right. No, so it's like a few days ago. She's like, "Did you masturbate?" I was like, "What? Why? What brings up that question?"
You seem to be in a better mood.
Yeah, she was like, "Well, I saw a in the trash. I saw you threw away the baby oil, and I know you're only using the baby oil to masturbate." And I was like, "I can neither confirm nor deny."
Why are we talking about this?
I have no idea, but it's great. Jordy Lyons, welcome to the show. I'm trying to see. Do we know Jordy? I don't recognize that name. I need to go see what their avatar is.
No, you know what? Hold up, Martin.
I know Jordy from Midnight's Edge.
Don't
Oh,
throw
okay.
it.
Hi,
don't
Jordy.
throw it-
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Jordy. And Monkey Jeebus. I mean, I squirt her with something, but not a water bottle. Don't cast a stigma on masturbating, Martine. Okay?
I'm not casting a stigma. I'm just I'm not interested in that part of your life.
Nobody's gonna fuck me better than me. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. That's all I'm saying.
It's
Brett Cohen says, well, that's cool, Dork Knight, but the constant interjection isn't conversation all the time either. Hence the
Question.
Can we move
I have a question for science. Does that mean you somewhere in the house have a 3D printed dildo of a dick? Because you know how who's asking about he's the only person who knows how to fuck himself so well is himself. So I'm wondering if he has like a suitcase somewhere of his own genitals just in case because he can't use the
Monkey.
lotion.
Yeah, I keep it right next to my anal bleaching kit, asshole.
I'm curious, Monkey, if Cece does like Scott does and hits me with a newspaper. I wonder if that's what she does, hits me with a newspaper. No.
No, she throws chanclas at me. You guys have seen the results of that.
But anyway, we're at the end of the show. Let's wrap this thing up. Kick the tires, light the fires.
See, look,
take
my black
off,
guys...
get this thing going. I gotta spend some time with the woman I love. It has been a fun TGIF. I love Keiran so much. I'm so glad he dropped in to talk about some of that stuff. Really good stories. Interesting stuff. If you're not subscribed to geekositymag.com, go subscribe to him. It's a great news and information magazine. Great scoops. Mikey really is still one of the top scooper.
Speaking of subscribing, look at that. Jordy Lyons, if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, leave us a comment. Everything helps.
And yes, absolutely. I love it. Also, if you guys have anything you want us to talk about, leave it in the comments. I read every comment, even Danny's for Sunday. I read his. I'm like, I'm looking over there like, fucking wrestling fans. Jesus Christ. No, that's not what I say.
I mean, no, that's probably totally what you say, but I do need to talk.
No, it is not. I love wrestling. I just, I'm not on the uptake anymore of about wrestling. So I stopped following it at a certain point.
Thanks for letting me do that impromptu tribute show to Jay
Oh,
Briscoe.
if you got something like that you want to do, just let me know and then just do it.
Yeah.
You got permission. Just make sure you're not interrupting one of our shows.
No, that's what I did. I waited and I gave it like a 30-minute window after the show because that news had broke while you were live that he died in the car crash. So I wanted to. So yeah,
that's so sad, man.
Yeah, but dude, and he was driving. So we're going to talk about more on Sunday. We found out more. He was driving his daughters to their cheer practice, and a car hopped the median.
Are they okay?
No, one's in critical condition still. One of the daughters is stable. I mean, they both got because it was a head-on collision. The driver of the other car died instantly. Jay Briscoe died instantly, and his two daughters.
It happens that fast, folks. People have no idea. You're just like going about your business. Everything looks normal, and then all of a sudden, it's over.
One of his daughters is probably going to be, if she doesn't like, I hate to like, I'm so insane. Like, if she doesn't die, she's going to be paralyzed. Like his 13-year-old daughter got fucked up real bad. So it's a serious thing.
Everybody, if you're religious, say your prayers for them. If you're just a positive thinker, like I am, send your positive thoughts. I really do believe in energy.
On the Sunday show, we're going to share. They have a GoFundMe to help, and we'll share that on the Sunday show. But.
All right. That's it for TGIF. We will have tomorrow morning. We'll have Saturday morning fun time. Tomorrow we are going to be talking about the amazing show Tulsa King.
Tulsa King. I'm so
before
excited.
us, you do have Brandon's Anime Guy show. Please watch that and then join us when it's over. Support all of our channels, and one day, Stephen, you're going to get your morning show back on Saturdays. And when it does, let me know so we can support it. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Please be safe. And
Excuse me?
See you tomorrow.
Excuse me. Hi. I also do morning shows and every day. I'm just going to.
Yeah, I'm talking about tomorrow.
That
you do
is
Saturday
tomorrow.
morning?
I have been doing that for 3 years.
In the street.
Yeah, you don't talk to me about it. Other people come to me and talk to me about it to help support them.
What?
You've never come to me to supporting of your show. You've never talked to me about supporting any of your shows.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'll get on that one.
Oh, well, thanks, Jordy, for coming to support Steven.
Oh, shit. Danny.
The channel.
Danny, what was the other thing you're wanting to talk about?
I'm not falling for that.
Hey, Danny, what was that other thing you wanted to talk about? Danny?
He never tells me